Good afternoon, everybody. Connor and I are here at Buffalo, New York at the Buffalo Erie County Naval Park, where we are going to get a very special behind-the-scenes tour of a guided missile destroyer, the USS Little Rock. Now we are going to go places where no one else is allowed to go. This is not the public tour. This is a behind-the-scenes tour with the curator. This should be very, very interesting. See you inside.
Just kind of move around the corner of the passage there to the right, and that's where I will meet you.
All right.
And now just be very careful coming down there. As you see, there aren't as many holds, but you can grab onto this right here, grab onto this.
Yeah, go first. Go first.
Yeah, that's a little tricky. Oh.
There you go. We will actually start one deck lower.
All right.
So again,
Watch yourself, Connor. Connor, watch where you're going. Don't want to step off wrong.
you can grab onto the hatch if you need to. All right, don't worry about the electrical equipment, it's off. You can grab onto this.
It's good to know.
Yes.
It's really good to know.
If it wasn't, then that would be bad. Oh gosh, this is sweet.
Daddy, put your phone away while you're on this so you know you have your
I
hand.
should have changed my battery before I started going down here. Wow. Look at all these switch gears here. On, it is. It's like on, off, on, off. That's where they would control everything. I think you found something really neat over here.
Wow.
Some old batteries.
Look over here.
Look at all the wiring.
There's an electricity room.
Wow.
Everyone, if you're a little bit taller, just make sure
This
you're
is
looking at the
amazing.
overheads. There,
This
watch
is
your
what an
heads.
old fan used to look like.
Look at all those controls. How neat.
There's a hole here, so if there's a board over it, but just
Yep, be careful of those. There's a hole right here.
Oh,
Follow the leader, guys. The tour's moving forward.
what is this? All right, we're going into here now.
I forgot.
Oh, wow.
High voltage.
All these
This is an
circuits.
electricity area.
That's the breakers.
Well, this tells us how fast we're going over there. But that's a lot of breaker. Gnats are a little bit less than a mile per hour.
You got it. So, this is a part of the ship that was actually intentionally submerged when the ship was coming over to Buffalo.
Wow.
All right, so it came from Philadelphia, and it had to come up the St. Lawrence Seaway into Lake Ontario, and then from Lake Ontario into the Welland Canal, which is a canal on the Canadian side that connects Ontario to Erie, and then it came through there and here to Buffalo.
Why did they flood it?
Yes, because there were some bridges that when they were crossing the St. Lawrence Seaway and the Welland Canal that they could not get under.
So they had to sink like part of the ship
Yes.
to make it lower?
To make it lower.
How do you
And-
drain it?
Well, we got some pumps and we pumped it out. Yeah.
I'm going in. I don't know about you, but I'm going in.
A little bit more.
No, we can't because I've never seen it.
I'm vertically challenged.
hey, you got it.
Center line.
Hey, which means that means we may be at the water line, maybe?
No, the center line is the absolute center of the ship itself.
Wait, what? So we're in the absolute center right now?
Yes. All right, and it says to the bottom of keel. Right, so this is the bottom of the keel right there. So that's the bottom of the ship.
Wow.
That's one big ship.
Yes, it is. And then those are the scuttles that I was just talking about. In the
Oh yeah, look how
forward
high
area of
up
the
it go.
It goes high.
So imagine you've got 50 guys working down here. They all need to get up and get down and get to their station.
Sure, Connor, you want me to leave so you can get in?
I'd be sweating after
Yes, you would. I would be too.
5 hours.
You're absolutely right, Manny.
Let's get out.
See, there's always something good about being short. That and airplane rides. I enjoy my airplane rides. I'm very comfortable.
Yeah, you're comfortable, right? It is not comfortable.
Yeah.
It's the shoulders.
Oh my god.
How much
They're always-
longer?
I don't know.
We've been in here for at least an hour.
We must be going here because he's got a light. So we must be going here at some point. Somehow there's a light in here. Look, this old door. I wonder where that goes.
Keep closed.
Air conditioned space, keep closed. That must have been for a
That's a lot of power running.
very important person.
But you only hit this once before you remember it.
Careful where you're stepping, Mike. Okay, remember that's where that hole is right there? So it's not a place to wander just freely.
Definitely.
Chilled water.
Wow.
Chilled water?
Guys, I found a light over here.
Yeah, we put it there.
So we can find our way back.
Head up just the one level,
Sure.
and then we'll be in CIC, the Combat Information Center.
Oh.
Leave that right there, Mike.
I found another light. Really?
Very
Connor, let them go first. Let them stay together.
Yeah. The thing doesn't still disconnect.
You guys good? Connor, you're good? Good.
Yeah.
Don't take your old man.
Okay, Mommy. If Daddy keeps me in food.
My dad was actually on the USS Cascade.
Oh my, I've never heard of that. What was it? Do you know? Was
Nope.
it an auxiliary, an oiler, or a...
What did he call it? He called it a. Wait, I got it.
Oh, you have it written
I
down?
wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. It was a tender.
Oh, yeah, a repair tender.
Yep. it was a
Nice.
tender, yeah.
So what would happen is a ship like this would pull alongside, and then they'd send over equipment and people over a high line, all right, if the ship needed repairing, and then they would have a huge hold with a lot of the parts that a ship would need. Right, you're in the middle of the ocean, you're not going to go to Home Depot.
Right.
So a tender like that would have a lot of the equipment, and then a ship like this would pull alongside, they'd send over the equipment, they'd send over the specialists, and then they'd work on the repairs if needed right on ship, and then they'd go back to your ship.
A few years ago, he said that I took him on this tour a few years ago, and I don't know if it was the Little Rock or the Sullivans, but he says in one of the ships in the where the normal tours are at, you got a bunch of pictures of a bunch of ships somewhere.
Yeah.
His ship was on there.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's on the
so-
Sullivans.
Oh, it's on the
Yeah,
Sullivans?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
because
I
he
think
told
it
me,
was-
he goes, if you see it, he goes,
Oh, that's
take a
cool.
picture. I said, okay.
Well, he can get you onto the Sullivans. There we go, sir.
Oh,
All right. So now we're again one level up, but we are in the CIC, the Combat Information Center. So you got this huge radar right here, this huge repeater reader, right, for the radar.
We had to actually write on this because you couldn't actually, because there wasn't any.
You could write on it. Yeah, you had a grease pen and you could write on
that.
it.
Yes.
But you get the blip. So then you'd see what angle, where they were coming from, right, and the degrees, and then that would tell you relative bearing to your ship itself.
Yes, so you couldn't just like do a
Look at
digital
this.
writing like underneath the
Right.
screen because
We didn't have digital back then. That's right. So
Look at
this
this
is where
old
the
call
operations
box.
specialists would work, which is a communication team. If there's a battle lantern, thank you, Jeremiah. You got it. Here's another battle. Well, it's been cannibalized.
Yes.
Yeah, the house up there. That's true.
Yeah, it's a little.
Oh, look at that.
It's what?
Yeah, there's wet.
Little Rock.
Oh yeah.
Pointing it out.
Just don't slip it. Just don't slip it. So this is as I said, the CIC. This is where all of the information from all of the radars, all of the gun directors would come here and then be dispersed and communicated to the rest of the ship. Right. So we had a communications board over there that would give what the order of communication would be to the bridge, to this department, in order of communication. And then again, all of the radars that you see on the masts when you walk outside, all of the gun directors would come to this area for dispersal through the rest of the ship. All right, so they would gather the information, index it out, and then give it to the proper division in the rest of the ship. Right? So this is not on the tour, this is not flooded.
This part is definitely not on the tour. Actually, I'm not even with the tour anymore. I think I'm on my own here. Going places I probably shouldn't go. But this is so cool. Look at this.
Oh yeah, I mean this was a lot of.
Hello.
I understand because I didn't serve. I didn't serve.
I see something cool, Connor?
So
Come back over here.
Talk to people who have been. It's just like, whew, you know. So I understand.
Get down inside there. Spooky. I don't know, I just thought it was spooky. This is really neat. I'm so glad we did this. This is turning out to be a really nice tour. What do you think?
Say you're going to regular school.
You never get to go places like this. Oh yeah, definitely.
Because unlike here, there'd be 150 guys that do the same job. Right? When you're doing different shifts and you're just a larger. On a submarine, you may get 2 guys. And if something happens to those 2
What's
guys,
that?
you need to learn every system so everyone will
What's this guy doing here?
Yes. And so that's what the qualifying is of on a submarine. And then you get dolphins.
Randomly here.
So yeah, so again,
I know it is
CIC,
pretty
all the
random.
Communications from the radars, the gun directors. One just when we came into the hatch, there's one on the other side, and there's a little bit down below.
Walk-in coolers. This is the reefer.
During USS Little Rock's time in service was the USS Liberty. Right, so the USS Liberty was in the Mediterranean.
Okay, let's get caught up with the rest of the tour here.
Attacked by Israeli jets, and they thought, I don't know why, because it's an American flag flying.
This is where they kept all their food. These are their walk-in coolers.
They thought it was an Egyptian boat carrying people. And in the 60s, in the Mediterranean and the Middle East, there's a lot of conflict going on and things like that. So the Israeli jets strafed the USS Liberty, and they actually torpedoed her too. And 34 guys had perished in that attack.
So did the ship survive?
The ship did survive, right? And the USS Little Rock pulled alongside to offer assistance. And what they did was they took the 34 bodies and put them in here.
Oh, wow.
Right, for transport back to
No.
Wait, maybe that's the bodies right there in those bags, right there.
Maddie's like, end of tour.
Oh, there's the bag. Oh, yeah.
We started out with 40, now there's 6.
Great job, Shane. This was a real realistic tour.
You guys are gonna sleep good tonight, right?
Yeah, oh, great. We're gonna sleep great.
Right, you're gonna sleep good. So yeah, so they transported the bodies back to the port, and then they were shipped back here to America. But that's kind of a grisly story, but it's true to, you know, this was the only cold spot. Now you're in the Mediterranean; it's 100 degrees.
Right.
You know, you need to get them somewhere refrigerated quickly. So
Put them with
that's
the
what they-
peaches and pears.
Yes, milk and eggs. But yes, this is a really interesting space
Wow.
that it certainly isn't on the tour route either, but it's really cool. I would actually love to get one of these freezers working again, to get some freon in these things here. They even have a scale to weigh things here,
Yeah. Wow.
which is, Mike, you almost went down on that, but yeah, so there we go. And of course, for me, this is really cool. We've got like grease pen writing, you know, from 1970. It's just
Oh, wow.
really cool stuff.
Oh, and there's another whole section in there. That's the freezer.
In your neck, Mike?
Whereabouts? Mike? In your neck?
Be careful, please.
Big step down there.
Oh, cool. I was hoping we were going to go down
Oh,
here.
very cool. All right.
Be careful coming down, Connor. Oh, look at these. How the paint's chipping off here.
So this was, there's the rate right there, the rating badge. As always, as we've seen, carved in. Wait for it to be done.
Give me this.
One and two. Rocks?
Has to be for like odor or mildew or something.
See, so we have the fire tech right here. So this was the bunking space for the fire techs, which controlled the Talos missile system. Right, the big blue missiles on the back of the ship. Right, again, the bunks. You've seen enough bunks to make you crazy, but here you go. They lay the cots out, 1, 2, 3, and then this is where they would sleep. You also have, you guys wanted to see that CHT tank? Well, this is the one that is working. All right, so we've got the 2 pumps here, and then that pumps it out into the Buffalo City sewer system. Right, so really, as we saw forward, or as we more than likely smelled forward, the flange here had broke, and so the tank was just pouring out into that space, and not getting the pump, and then not going outboard into the Buffalo's, the municipal city. Right from this flange right here, right? So that broke, and then all of that water was just pumping out right into that space there, which is why it smelled like that. But yeah, you guys can
There's a light trying to work.
The floor, there's just random things sticking out.
Yeah. You hear it, Connor? Okay.
Here's more birthing.
This is
What do you
Michael, I don't like you over there, buddy.
Yeah, just be careful.
Stay to the right over there, because there's something between you and the hole.
Yeah. You don't want no one falling in there.
Yeah.
This is kind of cool. We have some, sailor art here. We're writing stuff on in the lockers. Go look at that, kids. Mermaids.
Oh.
Sailors have more fun. Remember now, at this time, when she was in service, it was only men on board. Right? Women had not yet come. And again, we see the ribbing now here.
Oh.
So this was, again, this is a birthing space. This was their lockers. Unlike the coffin lockers that we saw that you were talking about.
Okay, this is really unexpected. But we are going to leave the Little Rock and we're going to go over to the Sullivan. So that's bonus footage for me. Connor and I will be able to hopefully get enough footage of the Sullivans that we can actually make a second video out of this. This would be great. So we're leaving the Little Rock now. We're heading over to the Sullivans. I will see you there.